Yes, if you're a winner, if you can win in business, you can win in your relationship with other people, you can win in your marriage. Don't let anybody tell you different. The story I'm about to tell you today is not my story, but it's someone else's story. But I think I learned from it, and I think we can learn from it too. My name is Shola. I am a family advocate. I am someone that believes that family can survive the test of time, no matter what the problem is. If it doesn't boil down to she is killing me, is killing me, and all that, if it doesn't boil down to a mental issue or mental oppression, because a lot of people that are dying in marriages these days it didn't start from just the physical. It's sometimes I can tell you, not even sometimes, most of the time, the mental oppression is killing. It's more devastating than even the physical. The physical, someone can see it and say, "What are you doing to my sister?" and all that. But the mental part of it, once I asked my mom, who's a retired nurse, and mental issue is a problem because you don't ever get out of it. It's best not to get to the stage where you have a mental problem. But some people are living under mental oppression. A lot of people are living under mental oppression. In these cases, I am not saying you must stay put by all means. What I'm saying is that when people say marriage is not a bed of roses, I I say something. I always tell them that that is not true. That bed of roses should not be used to identify with marriage. Marriage is a relationship, and God Himself made this world on a relationship. So it's a relationship, and we must have. If you can have a relationship with your clients, you can have a relationship with your friends, and you can be saying, "Ha, she's my friend of 20 years, or he's my friend of over 10 years," but you cannot even maintain your wedding or your marriage for 2 years, and you say you are tired. So there is more. There is more to be given to marriage. You have to give it all. If you can win in other parts of your life, you can win in marriage. All it takes is to be more intentional. I was one of my lecturers sometimes ago, and we were having a discussion on the ordinary education thing and all that. But then it kind of drifted away from it, and we were really enjoying it because he talked about he gave up his story, in the short story of his life. He said he was almost divorcing his wife of 20 something years. I was like, wow, why? He said because there were issues. Of course, he couldn't tell us the issues. But I've been married for some time, and I know that there will always be issues. Nobody told me there will be issues. But I lived with my parents, I saw that there were issues. They fight, they reconcile. They fight, they reconcile. I know there are issues in marriages, and there are some issues I saw that I don't want it in my own marriage. I try to avoid, but even when I try to avoid those I saw in my parents' home, I said that I still have my own peculiarities with the man I married. So you have to start breeding the kind of solution that works for you, not the one that worked for my parents, but the one that will work for me. So people marry different people at different points in their lives, and the people you are marrying, they came from different homes, they came from different origin, and you don't expect that because I have used this style in my marriage. If you use this in your marriage, it will work. It might not work for you. So you really have to be intentional enough to work at what you think is wrong. Yoruba will say, "This wood is not good for this fire." You remove it. This wood is not good for this fire. You remove it. If you keep removing, which wood gogon will cook the food you are cooking? Which food gogon will allow you be able to eat the buffet you are expecting? So it's for you to know how. Even there are skills to these things for you to know how to manage the wood so that at least you put it here, you put it there, you balance it here, you balance intentionally work out at it to make your food to be done on time. And this lecturer was like, had problem, I had issue that I have to go and meet some of my lawyer friends. I'm talking about the professor here. I have he met with some of his friends that he wanted divorce. He said he actually told his wife that I think we should go our different ways. They have children that are grown up already, and the woman was like, "Okay, no problem. Whatever you want, I give." It has gotten to that stage in their marriage, and I'm sure they're not stupid. I mean, a professor, he married somebody that is not an illiterate, not because maybe it's because they were not, but they've been married for over 20 years. And the man he went at it. He said he wanted it. He was looking for friends that are lawyers. Some of the friends will tell you, no, that time we went with you to go and to carry the palm wine to go and meet, they go and beg the hand of this woman. We will not be the one that will not go and be serving her. So they were avoiding that. They were giving, okay, what about think about it for another 2 weeks? Think about it for another 3 weeks. Think about it. Then it was overwhelming so much that there were no personal relationship with him and his wife. There he wasn't eating in the house. So much that even if the daughter, who is the first daughter, want to cook for him, that the wife refused. refuses her to do that. It has gotten to like, wow, we're no longer together. They're just cohabiting. Except for a period of time, he knew, because he said he got a stage in his life, he started pruning. I mean, when you're in your mid 50s, sometimes you just have to think about, oh, now I want to do what makes me happy. Then he found out that if this marriage is not, he told himself that if this marriage is not going to work, if this marriage is not going to work, he want to kill it finally and everybody find their way. And if it is going to work, he want to find the means to reinstate it and make himself happy. So then he started saying, okay, if it's not going, let's go forget about it. He started looking around for people that can help him with divorce, with everything. They said there was a man that came to him, his friend. What is the problem? Then the man was like, this is it. He said he told him, and the man, there are some things as a lawyer. Lawyers, I even give them kudos. Things they hear, things they have seen, is so devastating that the man was like, this is not enough room for divorce. As in, it's nothing. But the man that is involved, you that you see, sometimes you tell people your problem, they will tell you, even me see worse. But no, that thing you think is small to you, everybody has their will, their strength to take things. That thing you think is small for you might be killing this other person. So when you say, the man was like, I knew what I'm saying. I'm running, hey, something is going to happen to me. I want to be out of this marriage or something happened. And he said he was at it for a very long period of time. A very long period of time. They were postponing this and until he saw a lawyer. So it was one of his friends that took time to say, okay, let us see how we can mediate. And the man was saying, you can't mediate. He said, "Oh, there's nothing under this heaven that can be mediated in. Let us mediate, let us see what is going on. Maybe you are even the fault, maybe you are even the problem of the home." The man was, I'm not, it's my wife, that, this and that. Let it always bring me to what it takes you to tango. I always tell people, you marry somebody, the person is not mad. Your spouse is not a mad person. Your spouse is not this is he's mad. If she's not mad, he's not mad. There is what you call communication gap. This communication gap is not the English kind of communication gap. There is a place you guys are not seeing. There is a ceiling. That is ceiling of this man off with a lot of hurt. There is a ceiling that is ceiling of this woman with a lot of hurt. Both are hurting in their different space. And there's a vacuum. The problem is not allowing you people to see that you are not the only one in this. You are not. I heard somebody said it's two of us against the problem, but now it is becoming an individual. Yes, we all have. I always tell people we have individuality in marriage. My name is Shola. I am an individual. I'm not Mrs. Amusu first. No, I am Shola first. My husband is Ebenezer's first. That individuality cannot be eroded because we are married. We have to complement each other. So much that if I'm saying my name is Shola, I am saying with so much boldness that I have a backup. I have a backbone. When my husband goes out and says, my name is Ebenezer, he's saying with so much confidence that because he has a backbone, he has somebody he can rely on. That is what marriage gives. If you're somebody that doesn't laugh before, you now laugh more. If you're somebody that doesn't get angry before, you get angrier now. That is what marriage gives. It opens up, it shades off all the pretenses around you. It shows you to you. It shows you to you. It shows your man to him. There's no pretense. You can't hide. That's the problem. Because we can't hide anymore. We are not open to each other. We are not each other's partner. We are not each other's other half. So there's a lot. So what happened? The man has said yes. And the man gave condition that if you want to come and intervene in this, you don't come and say, I have somewhere to go 1-2 hours. If it takes the whole day, you have to spend the whole day. And you know what really what baffled me is that man is an Easterner, he's an Igbo guy. We see Africans are traditional people. You can't take that away from us. Don't come with all this your Western idea and think it will. Yes, Western idea works, it makes life easier. You have to balance it. He said he now told him, the man said, I think we should call the father, the reverend father and all that. The man said, no, I don't want any spiritual anybody. I don't want anybody that will be telling me the prayer. I want somebody that will tell me what I have gone, if I have done, if I have been wrong, if I have done none, if I have messed up, tell me who are. And if my wife has messed up, tell her who are. No hiding, no pretense, no because he's my professor, because he's my friend. And the man said, okay, I can do it. I can bring somebody along, we can do it. Then they came. When they came, he said they came around 11 in the morning. I said they left around maybe 9 or so in the night, talking about this issue, trashing issues out, giving it out the way it was supposed to be given. These are not counselors. These are ordinary, nominal people in the community that are, I mean, they are age, like back in age or something, but they look at the situation and say, no, no, he said they tackled it the way it was wrong. Even he said immediately before they stood up for where they were talking, he knew that there were some aspects of things they spoke about, even with his wife, that in her countenance she could see that she was ignorant. Then it's dawned on her. Then there are wisdom that dawned on her. Immediately he was saying it. Even he himself, I thought, I'm a professor, I know. There are some they told him that he knew that, oh, then they start, by the time they finished, and I was even asking him, I said, there will be a time, that discussion, that your wife will cry like a baby. Some of us women, our men think we are the aggressors, yet we claim victims. When the man was saying, he said, no, the people we were going about this women, feminism, emancipation thing, he said it's getting too much that we are taking power from the men. I will talk about that later. Then eventually they sorted it out. So much that he said he has not enjoyed, he has been in marriage for over 20 years, but for the past 6 months, counting till that night he was telling us, he said he has enjoyed his marriage in 6 months more than he has enjoyed it in 20 years. For God's sake. Can you see that? And I was like, I was almost crying because I'm a cry baby when it comes to that. I was like, wow. And I said, sir, and he said, he was saying that, and there was a time he said, in his 20-something years of marriage, he has not had any girlfriend before in his life. He has not touched any woman aside from his wife. He being a lecturer. Some of my guys in the class were like, wait, what? I was shocked, like, what that is an angel, what that he has done the undoable, what that he has done that it can be done. What? Because you know why this man was able to save his marriage. He was able to save his marriage that way because, one, he does not have an option. He didn't think he had other options. He hasn't had other option. He didn't give other option room to thrive. If this man had other girlfriends, he wouldn't have thought of either killing or waking his marriage. He would have think, oh, well, let them just be going. Me, I will just manage this side of things. You know why he was willing? Because he had no other persons. Men, we have to be willing. And what came to me is that if these guys in my class could say, what? How did you do it? I was like, excuse me. If this man is not an angel, it takes discipline, it takes decision, it takes mindset to say, I have chosen this woman above all. Before you got married, you had several girlfriends before that time, but you chose one of them. Then, well, one is not enough for you at a time. Why? And you are looking for others to fill in the gap she supposedly has missed. And you think you have not, you as a man, you have not missed any, that she is supposed to go out and fill the gap. But she has it, you shouldn't. Work at making your marriage work. Work, whatever. And what he told me, and I said, wow. He said, most of these women emancipation, women this, women that, we are taking power from the men. And I said, sir, I'm sorry to say, I think with that, I made one statement. I said, sir, we are not taking power from the men. We are not taking power from the men. They are men. They are the masculine one. They are the patriarchs. So this is not we taking power from them. This is we standing as their backbone. And the only men that will say we have taken power from them is the weak ones. Because if you are weak, laid back, you have automatically told your woman to take the pattern of leadership from you. Because why? She's taking it not out of necessity, she's taking not out of will. She's taking out of necessity because she cannot trust your leadership again. Because your leadership is not how would I put it? Your leadership is not giving way. There's a problem with your leadership. There is a problem with the power in your hands. You have no authority to wield that power anymore. She's not, I don't want to be the head of my house. I don't want to be. But once I see that I cannot rely on you, once I see that when things go right, I have to be the one filling in the gap where you are supposed to be. That's why you think women ask for more power to be able to fit into the same space you have given, to fit into that seat you have advocated. When you have a strong man, a man that stands his ground, a man that knows what he's doing, he wields his authority. He knows his authority. He wields his powers at when necessary. The woman will support, and it should be a seamless governance. But where you are not, we're not. I told my sister, we're not taking power. It is within your role as a man to exert your authority as a man, to exert your power. We're not taking it from you. We are not. Exert yourself. Exert your power as a man. Exert your role as a man. Exert your role as the authority in your house. We are the managers. You cannot see. That's why you marry the woman you marry, because you have seen that that's the kind of woman you want. That's the kind of woman you want to have your children. That's the kind of woman you want to train your children. We are the trainer of your children. But we only train your children with, because you are the oil that gives up that lubrication to go on. But once I see that there is no lubrication, once a woman sees there is no lubrication, she doesn't look for lubrication, say, I'm looking for a man somewhere. No, she puts in more effort into what she does, more effort into what she's doing. Then you will find out that it's like you are neglected, or she's losing respect for you. Not out of she wants to, it's out of necessity. She needed that strength to become. She needed that strength to sit on both seats and be able to perform. Do your part as a man. Don't cut down your woman. If your woman is strong, it means you have to be stronger. If your woman is strong, it should be a plus to you. When you have a strong wife, when you have a strong woman, it should be a plus to you. It should not be a threat to you. That should be your own strength as a man to stand out there. This can never happen in my home. My wife would have done it. It is when you go out there, you see other women say, what? Give kudos and say, hello, darling. I just want to say I love you. She'll be like, hello, what's happening? It's when she's strong, it's a plus to your role as a man. Do not be threatened by her. Don't say, I'm a man in this house. Do your part as a man. Let her do her part as a woman. No matter how strong a woman is, she's still a woman. Have you ever had where a woman is so strong that she becomes a man? No. She's still a woman. And if she's strong, it's strong because she needs to be a strong backbone for you. What it means is that you should up your game and be stronger. Up your game and be stronger. Then she will have much more respect and honor for that role you are playing. The role of a man, the role of a husband, the role of the father of her children. That is it. No woman wants to take control from you. If you think that she's similarly looking like that, it is not a problem. It is your problem as a man. Your problem as a man. Don't check and balance her. Don't cut her wings. Let her fly. All you need to do is to get empowered more, push more, support her more. Let her see you as somebody she can run to in times of problem. Not somebody you can run to in time of. You are not the baby. You are not the one that was supposed to be the baby. You are the one that's supposed to be strong. And when she is strong for you, because my husband is so strong, and she's standing gidigba, that nothing will shake this man. Don't now check and balance her to make her fall. Because by the time she falls behind you, by the time your own falling will come, it will be so heavy. So please look beyond the fact that the woman wants to take power. The woman wants to take power. They are not taking power. You are the men of the house. Stand your ground as the man. If your wife is strong, be stronger. If your wife is loving, be more loving. If your wife is, so you just have to be on top of your game. And before you know it, you win in all ways. You win with your wife, you win with your children, you win with everybody around you. Then they wonder. And I look at the man, the man was glowing. I was like, wow. So that's for a man. For you as a woman, if your man glows, it's a plus to you. Don't be a woman that will be my husband, my husband, my husband. Don't kill him untimely. Man, that man you think is not doing anything. And what is he bringing? Is it the 10 kobo? Or what is he not doing? What's that? By the time he's no longer there, then you will feel. You will feel it. That's when the Bible created the institution of marriage. He said it's not good for a man to be alone. And he created a woman alongside. Do you think it's good for a woman to be alone too? We are not meant to be alone. We are meant to be together with someone. And when you have seen the bone of your bone, the flesh of your flesh, or the kidney of, I mean, hold on. Nobody is perfect. Your husband is not perfect. You are not perfect. Nobody. But let me tell you, once you are giving it all, once you are intentional in relationship, oh, you that you have customer, and that customer keeps coming back to buy stuff from you. So it is you that you cannot now maintain a relationship of marriage. That you can't maintain a man, you can't maintain a woman in your home. Yes, you can maintain a client. You know why we can't maintain our relationship in marriage? It's because we are not intentional in certain areas. Me that I'm telling you, I am not perfect in any way or perfect in any way. No. But we learn, unlearn and relearn. That is the thing. You can't be perfect. You will learn every day. And when you learn, when you sit back, sometimes you look at your life, you look at yourself, okay, what am I doing wrong? Or what am I doing right? Let me do it more. What am I doing wrong? Let me stop it. It's not easy once something is part and parcel of you to stop. It's not easy, but you can work at it. Your husband is not 100% wicked. Your wife is not 100% wicked. You know what is wicked? It's the space you are giving yourselves that will give the wickedness that is giving back that very bad negative vibes. And when you allow it, it continues. Like my husband said, he said, when you allow that the devil has a way. When you allow that space, if you keep allowing it, a time will come, you will not be able to breach it again. That's when you start thinking of divorce, separation, and what have you. And you men, that I am the man of men, can you please stop saying that? You are a man, obviously. Nobody will tell you you are not a man. You do have to say it. You have to do it. You have to do it. God bless all our marriages. God bless all our homes. But what I have to say this afternoon is that in the story of that my lecturer, the only thing that gave room for that marriage of 20-something years to thrive again is because from the beginning, the man has given it all. He has given it all from the beginning. If the man had a girlfriend, you know that marriage will collapse without second thought. Because he thinks he has options. Options day now. Options day repeated. If there's options, he will not bother about what's talking about. I have spoken. Is it that those men came to tell them, the two of them that day? Is it because they have not told themselves or they have not seen it? No. It's because somebody else has to come and resist. Somebody has gone beyond the normal. Come and talk to this people. Come and talk sense into us. But as he had other mates, he has other alternative girlfriends everywhere. He will not look for. He will say, "I will look for another woman," and that woman will still become a woman because we were women. Women, we are women. We are men. Men will always be men. Women will always be women. There won't be this one is a different kind of woman. What is it? Is she from heaven? Is she an angel? She's not an angel. She's a woman. Because what you fought in that marriage for, what you fought against that marriage, will still come out. It will come out in one way or the other in another. So why not the devil? There's a saying that said, "The devil you know." Why not give it all in this one? And it works. So God bless us. God bless all our marriages.